Oh my God, I almost forgot. So I turned off my Bluetooth speaker. Hello, everybody. And of course, we're here, darling. We're here. And I'm trying not to look at the camera while I'm talking because I can see myself. And, the shadows and stuff gives you the illusion that there's things that are there that are not really there. In the sense of, honey, I'm sitting there looking at my face. I'm like, ooh, girl, all that gloss, girl, all that moist. And it looks like there's shit like on my, anyway. Let's get out of that. So, anywho, hello, welcome. It's been a while. We're stopping by very shortly to let you know that I motherfucking see you. No way. Anywho, so of course, shout out to my supporters, my contributors, my gifters, those who are always checking in to see on how I'm doing. I appreciate you. And of course, like I said, thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to add something in that I did not think about until literally sometimes you have like your little spiritual interventions, or Oprah call it aha moments, after it's all said and done. So I told you guys, January, I started cleansing my body. I started eating healthier, drinking water, getting into my herbs, my tonics, all this other good stuff, right? Putting all the stuff that I learned into work, right? Into doing it. And so going into the little episode that I experienced, in the past 2 weeks, and now it's like cleared up and shit. All the mucus and the sinuses and all the stuff opening up. It did not come to mind until I was having a conversation with someone about detoxing the body. Like our body has mucus in it, and mucus is actually what causes illness, right? Inflammation causes the mucus to build up, and then the mucus sit, and then bacteria and or cells become oxidated, which then in returns causes illness. So either way, sitting having this conversation with this friend of mine that this was actually the mucus coming out of my body. All these years of me eating, you know, back in the day, McDonald's and Wendy's and Denny's and, all this fried food, all this greasy food, all this stuff that I was consuming, right? That was that stuff coming up. And even going into sometimes when you're releasing things out of your life, right? When you're cutting things off that you have emotional attachments to. And I'm going to say this because I think a lot of people forget about how sensitive this universe is, right? How sensitive this universe is, and how you are a part of this universe. So that makes you sensitive as well to energy and stuff. So when we have an emotional connection with something, that affects us on so many levels, right? Going even into us being multidimensional beings, right? So we're always existing in different realms, different realities, but different levels of consciousness as well. Going into the root, going into the sacral, going into the solar plexus. These are all different levels of consciousness within one being, one source, which is you. So going in through these experiences and understanding that we're constantly in different levels of understanding and consciousness, and even levels of acceptance and love, wherever, however you want to decode that. Everything that we become connected to emotionally creates a response to us on all these levels. When we love someone or we love something, it responds to us in the root. It responds to us in the sacral, responds to us in the solar, responds to us in the heart area, responds to us in the throat, etc., etc. And of course, even going into, thinking about it now, people say, when I deal with this person, I get butterflies. So when I deal with this person, I get anxious, or I get nervous, or I feel like I get choked up. Like all of this goes into your body, your physical body, responding to the emotional connection to it. So even going into that deeper, when we're dealing with person, place, or things that we cut off, right? Whether it's old habits that you did, maybe it's old people that you felt connected to and you loved dearly and you cared about, right? And when you have to cut yourself off or cut them off, whichever come first, then your body starts to go through a withdrawal and you start to feel that physically. So though spiritually you're gonna feel it and you're gonna, reap the benefits of that, but you're gonna also feel it physically. And so even going into the metaphysical stuff behind, you know, fibroids, and I know a lot of people just don't really understand this when I say this, but I tell you, I when I speak to you, I come from a place of love. I come from a space and place of understanding and honesty, seeing you for who you are. Whether you're black, white, gay, straight, Muslim, it does not matter. I see you as the being that you are, the energetic being that you are. Hey, And that's what I see you as. Your actions and what you do tells your story. Not the fact is that you come into this life as a man, a woman, etc. And so, like I said, we just have to, be conscious of what we deal with and who we deal with, so that way when we do have our little withdrawals, honey, skimming through what I was about to get into, when we do have our little withdrawals, or whether they're healthy or not so healthy, we don't really have that much bad backlash, right? And so, like I said, going into what I was dealing with, it was like, oh my goodness, that was all that stuff coming up. And it wasn't even bad. It wasn't even bad at all. When I tell you it was not bad at all, it was just a lot of a lot. But I managed. And of course, girl, we here. Okay. Feeling good. And that's all that matters, honey. Fuck what we look like. We feel good. Okay. Anywho, so I want to go over this very quickly, and I want to send a little nice reminder to my people out there. If we're getting work done, right? If we're doing work together, right? And I tell you, every connection that we have is contractual, right? Whether you know this or not, whether you're conscious or unconscious of this, when you have interactions with people, you are exchanging energy, right? Even going into sex, how sex is so powerful because we are exchanging sacred energy, right? We're basically turning our insides out, right? And the person we're connecting to on this level is getting all of us, right? And I won't even go into that, how that opened up portals and energies, and how even STDs and STIs manifest. I tell you, those are demons. And like I said, I want to get into that because a lot of people that want to play with these spirits and energies, girl, they think it's cute. It's like I said, we won't even get into that. But in the sense of, connect with people sexually, and we're exchanging energy with people sexually, and not even sexually, but when we're interacting with people, we're exchanging energy. And these energies are either, you fully absorb it, or you fully release it, and or there's an even exchange there. And of course, it's a little hard to go through that consciously, to be like, is this the even exchange? Anyway, like I said, I won't get too deep into that because I'm not trying to be here too long. I had a very, very long day, very productive day. And I want to go. So, by the way, when you're dealing with anybody, like I said, it's the contractual. And especially when you step into the arena of saying, Mystic, I need you to do work with me, for me. I need you to read me. I want you to tap into my timeline, Mystic. I need you to see what is going on with me, bitch, on all levels. When you're doing that, like I said, we're making an agreement, right? And whether you choose to stick with the agreement or not, I have to go through with the agreement because, of course, you paid me. And like I said, I take time and money very serious. My best friends, anybody who's ever known me, at any stage of my life could tell you, I take money and time very, very serious. So I never ask you for money. I will never ask you for anything, time or money. Everything else I feel like could be replaced, could be, exchanged, whatever. But I will never ask you to, once again, give me your time or your money and play with that. I take it very serious because I wouldn't want you to do that with me. If I was paying you for something, and I'm that girl, I pay for something, or there's an exchange of some bitch and you don't give me what I'm asking for, bitch, we're going to work it out together. And if you seem like you don't have the intellect, okay, to deal with a bitch, then I need to go somewhere else. And so when we're doing work and we're, you're saying, listen, I need you to handle this. There's a lot going on here. Miss, I need you to tap into this energy for me. And I tell you something, because once again, I don't care, let's step outside the spiritual stuff. Let's say mundanely. Mundanely, what you got going on with yourself that's not my concern. What you do with your body, what you do with your time, what you do with your house, your personal space, that's totally up to you. I'm just here to lead you to the water. I'm just here to give you insight on what I'm feeling, what I'm sensing, and what is going to be beneficial to you. Whether you decide to go through with that or not, that's totally up to you. But you need to also take accountability and responsibility because that's why we're here. Okay. These energies that have been opening up this year and that has literally been propelling people, okay, forward. It's teaching us to take accountability and responsibility for what we are and who we are and what we put out there. And we got to be very conscious and cautious, CC33, okay, about what we do and how we do it. So when I'm telling you stuff about you need to A, B, C, D, F, G in the spirit, and you choose not to listen to that, whatever happens to you is totally your responsibility. It's totally up to you. And what I'm doing now, not only in the spirit, but also in the physical, if I have that ability to do so, I'm logging when you send over emails and you send over questions, et cetera, I'm logging this information. So that way, at any point in time that we're doing any type of workings together, that you disobey spirit, because once again, you're not disobeying me. What you do with yourself and your time is your business. Like I said, who am I to be so concerned with that? Bitch, I got my own life, my own body, my own house. I got my own shit to be concerned with. But when you say, Mystic, listen, I need you to assist me. Now, here's what I'm giving, whatever. Now we're working this together. So we're business, right? We're business partners, right? In this situation. And I need you to carry your weight like I'm going to carry my weight. And if you think I'm going to carry all your weight, my weight, and your weight too, you're stupid. Okay, I just have to point out the bitch, you're stupid as hell. But if you also think I'm gonna carry your weight in the sense of I'm telling you what to do and you're not doing it, and then you're wondering why shit ain't going your way or things ain't happen the way that you want to happen, once again, bitch, it all falls on you. With all due respect. Okay, when I say bitch, it's a term of endearment. Trust me when I tell you that. If I never call you a bitch, that means that we're not connected, and I don't see it for you, honey. Okay, I see anybody who I know, girl. If I don't call you a bitch, we not connected. So when I say don't do this, because Spirit is telling me that you need to not do this because this is going to fuck up your work, and you just you continue to do it once again, then at that point, I stop doing the work. I stop doing the work, and I will send you an email and or your phone. I will call your phone line, and I will say, Spirit is showing me, and I'm gonna give you, girl, what it is. Whoever it is, whoever you are, I'm gonna give you a list of what Spirit is showing me, and you can either deny it or you could say, hey, that is what I'm doing, whatever. But I'm gonna give you a whole list. I'm gonna break it down because I want somebody to break this down for me too. If I feel like if I'm doing something against what I agreed to do, if I broke a promise, if I broke anything, I would want I'm sure someone will want me to explain to them, excuse me, if someone broke a promise that we made, I would want you to explain to me why you couldn't keep your end of the bargain. I want you just to cut it off. That whole thing about at will firing and shit, I hate that shit. That's why I'm working a 9 to 5 fucking job. I hate that bullshit. At will firing, bitch. We could let you go because we don't like you. We could let you go because you're too loud and we don't even got to tell you that. We could just fire you and say we needed to cut down on staff. And there's nothing you can do about it. Bitch, fuck that. So like I said, I will stop doing the work. I will send you an email very lightly, politely, and very whitely. Because a lot of people think, I'm ghetto and I could be loud and that, because of what I look like. But girl, I could be very, very white. Okay? And so, like I said, girl, I'm going to send that email. Hun, yeah, you did A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And if you say, bitch, I didn't do that, you're tripping. The spirit is lying. The cards are lying. Mystic, you can't see a motherfucking thing. Mystic, you're blind as a fucking bat. Okay? Then, girl, I'm going to have spirit to show you that I can see what the fuck you doing. Because, bitch, it's very disrespectful, not only for me, because, like I said, I don't really care. You pay me for the time, you decide to go through with a girl. That's your tea. You pay me. I didn't do the shit for free. That's what I say. This is why you don't do spiritual work for free. But you disrespected not just yourself, okay, your spirits, your ancestors, and whoever else, whatever else energy that's involved in here. And if you have children, if you have grandchildren, whoever is involved in this work, you've also disrespected them. Because now, yes, you can go to another spiritualist and you get that work done that you were wanting to get done with me. But once again, that spirituals would have to know what type of work was even done before they put their hands on it. We talked about this before going into my pre-case work class. I explain all this stuff to y'all. So if you ever had work done with me and you've ever asked questions about how the work is done, I break all this down. Anybody just take on work and say, yes, let's do it. I can do it because I know what I'm doing and do. And once again, they're not breaking down to what it is exactly that they're doing, girl. They're just taking your money. Like I said, they would have to figure out what was done legitimately. Okay, because one of the girls like to play these little games. Going into one of my clients, shout out to you, girl. She talked about another spiritualist was like, girl, I don't see no work being done. And I said, Mama, do you need to see receipts? So you sent over, let's say, $1,000. And let's say I bought about $500 worth of product because I kind of get a little out of hand with stuff too. I need to like kind of calm myself down with things because I get a little too creative. Sometimes my creativity costs more than the work. I mean, let's talk about it now, girl. The creativity costs more than the work, girl. Yes, I can go to Dollar Tree. Yes, I can go to these little, cheap little knick-knack, taddywhack stores and get these cheap ass supplies to do work because it's the intention. But because I'm creative and I want to see what I'm seeing in here, I want to see that physically, I'm going to put all the shit into work, right? And like I said, sometimes it costs a little out there. So let's say you send over 1,000, like I said, and it costs about $500 for products and supplies. And let's say travels, because like I said, certain work I will not do in my house. Okay. So that's hotels, that's gas, that's, Airbnb, whatever it costs to get there. All that is included in our price because I forgot where the hell I was going with that. But I'm saying that as you sent that money over, you covered all of that good stuff. And I keep all that. I keep all that, girl. I keep all that. Like I said, for the records, I keep all that tea. Bella, hey, 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 hey. I keep all that. So like I said, we do the work. We send you over pictures. We send you over videos. And like I said, you send over $1,000. That's why I was going with that. You send over $1,000. If I'm just trying to pocket your coin, honey, I'm gonna keep all that 1,000. I don't want to spend no 300, no 200. Bitch, like I said, I'll be going to this little cheap ass girl Dollar Tree, 99-cent store, getting these little candles and shit. Girl, these little cute tools. Like, girl, oh, I'd go to Dollar Tree because, girl, I'm trying to cut, on costs. But like I said, that's not what it's about. It's about the work. So like I said, you get your proof. We keep all that to you. So I will gladly send that over to you. As a customer, you're asking what is going on. I will gladly show you all that. Okay. And I tell y'all that pricing is based on my travel fee, supplies, all that good stuff. That's what my price of my casework is based on. And then of course the time that we're doing the work. But anywho, the girl tried to act like, oh girl, who what? Then the mama tried to act like she didn't know me and was like, who her? And I'm like, bitch, your manager know me and you know me too, bitch, because y'all were sending emails for 30 days nonstop about me coming to see you. Girl, I didn't know who the fuck you was outside of what I saw. And girl, you were like, hey, 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 who? Reach out, reach out. Come here, mama. I need you here. So it's like, girl, don't play that shit now, mama. Because girl, you still over there and I'm over here. So anywho, like I said, people get down like that. They get a little crazy. So like I said, when they try to say that, hey, they ain't no work being done. Like I said, they usually want to say that just to kind of throw you off. But anyway, like I said, I sent over my proof. So either way, like I said, all that is good. What you do with your time, because like I said, I'm gonna get long-winded, bitch. It's a long day, bitch. I'm about to take my ass to bed. You do what you do, but I'm watching you. I'm seeing you. That's the bottom line. I'm seeing you. I like to get a little too detail orientated and go into explaining things to you so you can understand my perspective. But bitch, even then people don't get it. So like I said, you do what you do, I do what I do. But definitely, if we're doing the work and you are not doing your end of the bargain, I'm done with the work. I will send you over what I've done so far, pictures, videos, whatever it is, notes, all that good stuff. I will then send you instructions on what you need to do on your end and also tell you estimately when it should come in if you decide to change your point of action right here, right now. If you decide to keep doing what you're doing and be a little cute with it, because I always say this, you cannot have the mundane with the spiritual. I know a lot of you think that because of what these spirituals are showing you all, and I keep telling you, these girls that are charging all this money with mysticism and all this other good stuff, they getting all these clients stuff, tell them to get them some good dentures. And I'm not saying this to cut in up here. I'm just speaking what it is. Like when you elevate, you elevate. When you elevate, you elevate. So show me that you're growing like you're growing with your clients. Show me that you're able to be that girl. And if you could not show that you're that girl and you're still doing the same shit you did 5-6 years ago, I would say a year ago, then girl, you definitely are scamming. And like I said, you're definitely only moving in the physical. Like I said, when you work in the spirit, things move at the rate it should move, and it's not going to take years down the line. And even going into the person who's doing the work, they're going to benefit too, because what you put out, you get back. So as a spiritual advisor, you're out there helping these people allegedly, because everything's alleged to proven otherwise, then you should also be growing. You should also be manifesting. Shit should be falling out. Shit should be disappearing. You should be becoming that woman or that man that you say that you are. But bitch, you still living in your mama and daddy basement. You still living in other people's houses. That means your name ain't on the lease. You still dealing with bankruptcy and bad credit and can't really work out, anything that's going on. Then like I said, maybe you're not really walking in spirit. Maybe you're walking in the physical. And then going back into the customers, like I said, a lot of you guys want to be in the physical. So it's like, well, you're doing the energy work, and while you're doing the energy work, I'm going to distract him or her. You don't need to do a motherfucking thing. We're doing it in the spirit, and I need you to step back. I need you to stop mandolin. I need you to step back over there, ma'am. Ma'am, you did the work on your own. You let other people do the work, and the work didn't work. The work ain't working, okay? You did the work over there, and the work went over there. Okay, girl, it wasn't going straight, bitch. It needs an alignment. Okay, the work needs an alignment. So you came to Mystic, the aligner. We're gonna call. That's gonna be my new name, Madam Merkaba, the star aligner. Bitch, that's gonna be my new name. Anywho, so you came to Mystic and you said, Mystic, can you align the stars for me? Can you read the stars and align what is missing? And I'm like, yes, boo boo, I can do that for you. Or if I tell you, no, I don't want to work with you, then of course you'll get another response. But anywho, I'm gonna say yes. Let's do this work together. And like I said, now you've dropped it out. Okay, let me give you a good example. Let me give you this good analogy. You have a letter that you've been holding on to for months to mail off, and you're just like, fuck, I don't know if I want to go to UPS, FedEx, DHL, or USPS, right? And you're just debating for this whole 30 days. And finally, you decide to go to the postmaster, right? And they give you a tracking number. But at that point, you dropped off the package. Whatever happens to that package is fully in the United States Postal Service, FedEx, UPS, whatever you decide to go with. It's fully in their hands. It's fully in their motherfucking hands. You're not sitting here going down to the post office every motherfucking day and saying, hi, can I speak to your supervisor? Yes, hi, my name is blah, 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 blah. And I want to know, I got off a package just an hour ago. Can you tell me exactly who's touching the package and when exactly will it be dropped off at the local? Like, girl, you're not doing that. You're checking in on the tracking, but you keep doing what it is you're doing outside that package. Right? And that's how I view it with this. You've dropped off your package to a carrier, Mystic. We're going to talk about myself. You dropped off your package with the carrier known as Madam Merkaba, the star aligner. Ma'am or sir, I need you to step back with the tracking number. Okay, your assurance is I'm doing this work weekly. I would check in on you. Have any question about the work? I would definitely let you know, blah, 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 blah. But here's the tracking, and I need you to go home and continue about your day. Please don't worry about why this package is being delivered, okay, to the recipient, okay? It's traveling in the spirit. Please don't worry about how the fuck this shit is going through the spirit, because, bitch, when you had the package for those 30 days inside of your house, your car, your glove department, you wasn't really concerned about how the package was moving then, were you? But now that you've dropped it off, now you're just too concerned about it. And in a sense of being too concerned about it, you're not checking in. You're not calling me to say, Mystic, what's going on with work? Instead, I'm telling you to stay back from Paul, Tyrone, Dakey Duke, Baba Toot, and sometimes Tanky Wank. And you still saying, fuck you, bitch. I know what you said, but bitch, this man gives it to me good. I'm gonna still meet up with this motherfucker. Fuck you, bitch. You need some Mystic. That's what it's you, man, because you ain't getting that. Like, okay, girl. Like I said, so now you done came to the postal office, the carrier, which is me, to take back your motherfucking package. So at that point, bitch, I'm not gonna be knocking at your door to go pick up the package again. I'm not even gonna question you why you want to pick this package up. I'm going to go ahead and let you take the package and go home and do whatever the hell is you want to do with that package. If you decide to do whatever it is you want to do, girl, it's still been logged in our system that your package was dropped off and you choose to not let it go through. The same thing with this. Like I said, if I tell you, bitch, keep your distance, you need to cleanse, you need to watch out. Bitch, that's what you need to do. Well, no, like I said, these girls that you grown, girl, you can't tell you, girl, what, you can't tell none of these girls that are these boys a damn thing, girl. They think they grown and they got it all. Okay, like I said, that it ain't my concern no more. Once you disrespect the spirit, girl, it ain't my concern no more. Like I said, we got the proof because I see you, bitch, and you don't think I do, but I do. Girls be thinking that I just be like I'm a castigator reader, but bitch, just because I'm a queen girl don't mean that I can't see you the other way too, bitch. I'm definitely seeing what the fuck you doing, girl. I keep telling our girl, I walk by spirit, with spirit, through spirit. Bitch, we don't play with this. This is my everyday life, girl. We don't play with this stuff. This is not for the looks. This is not for likes. It's not for followers. Because clearly, if it was, bitch, we'll have a TikTok. We'll have an IG. Well, we do have IG. But we'll have, try to get these people out there. Like, where we'll be doing all this shit to get these views. Because, bitch, like I said, that's what they do. But, bitch, we don't care about that shit, girl. So we actually doing shit. We're actually changing people's lives. We're actually shifting shit. And that's what happens, bitch. Realness is smaller than fakeness. We all know that, girl. We live in a world, girl. The more drama you have, the fake you are with your relationships, girl. Like Kenya and shit, girl. The better off the better off and the more popular you are. When you talk about some real shit, bitch, it's like, yeah, I'm a little bored. Well, go ahead, bitch. That's why your ass been doing the love spell for the past 20 years, bitch, and you still ain't got married. That's why you asked me doing money rituals, bitch. Are you still on EBT? You still getting you still got child support that's motherfucker do, bitch. You still working at McDonald's. And I'm not cutting in on anybody who work a McDonald's job. I'm just saying. You been doing money rituals for what? To maintain your McDonald's job? Bitch, please. Bitch, please. I I wish I would. Anywho, so before I finish, I want to tell you a little bit of TTD before I look at your comments and go. So, of course, there's energy that's been shifting, and of course, I've been paying attention. I've been paying attention. I have to put on my little these little cat eye glasses, honey, because I don't know if fuck my other glasses went, girl. Bella did set with them, girl. I don't really like these glasses, honey. These glasses are what these glasses are. They change when you go outside in the sun. They turn into shades and shit. Yeah, these are for like watching TV and shit, girl. The other ones I wear out and shit. This is when I'm just looking at my computer and shit. Anywho, so basically, the energy, I've been watching people, person, place, and things, and we're moving a little different because the energies that are at play right now, universally, if you're not paying attention to the CRs and the UKs and the URKs and all this other good shit, and allegedly the Queen of England had passed on, but she really didn't pass on, and all this other shit. So we're dealing with a lot of energy here, and those who are really who they are, I'm noticing how their life is shifting for the better, and everybody else, girl, they just still doing the same bullshit. Talk about the same bullshit, girl. Did you see Cardi B breast implants pop? Did you see how Nicki Minaj da da da? And I'm just like, honey, 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 don't give a fuck about that. You look at me and honestly think, do I give a fuck about what these hoes got going on with themselves, girl? Okay, I love some of these hoes very dearly, but if they came in and they said everything and shut the fuck down, is these hoes gonna come and pay a personal visit to my house and say, honey, you come and stay in my 20 bedroom mansion, have all access to the whole house, include my man? You think they're gonna tell me that? Okay, so if they're not gonna tell me that, why the fuck I give a fuck about implants, the bitch's wig fall out, who she fight with, if she got her teeth done, if they getting divorced, if she's being stalked, oh, that's so wrong. She want conservatorship to end. Why do I care about that? That doesn't affect me. And that's everybody probably not. Everybody's so nosy and so messy. They want to worry about the neighbors and shit and what the neighbors doing and what they doing next door. And are they fucking? I need to call the police because they fucking every night. Because you ain't fucking. Like, girl, really? You want about these hoes that got all this money and you ain't got shit. Mama, you still penny clapping and slapping the coins together and shit, girl. And these hoes are raining on the coins, girl, when their eyes are closed. And you still checking in on, girl. Anywho. So anyway, we just noticed that people are changing and all that good stuff for the better. Some of these people for the better, some people not for the better. I was actually shocked that one of my people actually somebody manifested something amazingly. And I said, oh my goodness, honey, I won't put that out there. But anyway, so we've been dealing with a lot of energies, and a lot of us are having dreams and feelings, and we're crossing paths with people, and ideas are coming down. We call them spiritual downloads. Spirits are coming in to tell us things that are actually helping us, beneficial, beneficiary. I can give y'all, like I said, so many examples. I think I told y'all the last, video I did, a couple of weeks ago, maybe even live I did. I said I was going to come back and tell y'all a few stories, but I'm one of those people. I like to live in the moment, and honestly, when things happen, I don't want to come across that I'm boasting or that I'm bragging, because I'm not that person. And also, even people who watch, I don't want them to try to pry in on my blessings and, try to cock block. Girl, if they could, not saying they could, but I'm just saying, girl, we want to keep the energy pure and there. And so we just been having a lot of downloads and experiencing a lot of positive stuff. And of course, you know, the monkeys try to throw some type of wrench sometimes, but like I said, the wrench doesn't really work. And when I say the monkeys, I mean like, the opposing energy. And so, anywho, even like this past weekend, just a lot of good stuff was happening. I was just like, girl, pinch me. Can someone come over here and bite me in my ass? You know. Anyway, so the other day, y'all, and this blew my mind. I told my sister I wasn't going to go into detail about this, but I have to share this with my people, honey. I have to share this with y'all, my people, my spiritual family, my kindred spirits. And I want to do something too. The next time we do a video, I want to do something very special for y'all. I think it'll be very, very key. I want to pick like 3 of y'all. And with your permission, I want to do something on the live with y'all right here in this live chat. I think it's gonna be so amazing. I think it's gonna be so amazing. Anyway, so, and I'm gonna remember this too, because I thought about this a couple of days ago, and I said, "Bitch, when I get on live, I'm gonna talk about it." So anyway, something happened to me very, very amazing in the midst of this energy shifting, and me being blessed in the spirit and in the physical. Um, Something happened to me that like blew my mind, girl, and this literally happened a day after we talked about my spiritual experience that I had last week. And girl, it just, girl, oh my god. So anyway, or the week before last, because now we're going into the following week. It's Monday now. So listen, y'all, I literally, right, amazing, I literally, you know do my thing, prepare myself, do my little, spiritual ticks. Like I said, we're doing work for people right now, and we're doing our own work because we're getting ready for the Lucky 33 event. And so spirits are coming in, and we're saying, come on in, we welcome you, come on in, spirit, come on, come on, come on, come on. And a lot of stuff came to me in this spiritual experience that I had. Um, and I really only brought it up to my sister because she was in the dream, but I couldn't see her. Like I knew it was her, but mama was showing me only her backside. And of course, anybody who's into dream interpretations, that could mean many, many things, right? But of course, I knew what that meant. And so in this dream, I went to this beautiful building. It was like a weird shaped building. Um, we'll say, I don't know what that shape is. Let's say a straight line with a line straight down the middle. So like an upside down T. We could say that. Yeah, upside down T. Okay. And the doors were kind of like sideways. I don't think that's the part, because I can't even tell y'all how I saw it. So either way, I get inside this building, and it looks like it was like a library, right? When I'm walking in, it looked like a library, but then it looks like a botanica, right? And so I literally walk over to this one shelf that had these candles on it, and these candles were inscribed with symbols and stuff. Like I said, I won't go too deep into it, you guys, because this was such an amazing experience for me, and even shared it with my sister, because she's like, I don't think this have anything to do with me. No, bitch, it did. Okay. And it's always a blessing and honestly a privilege when you have experiences with people, their spiritual selves, and to get a peek of them that way. I don't know. Anyway, I won't get into that. So these candles were inscribed with symbols, but they were covered with tissue paper, right? So I couldn't see the candle color. I just knew they were glass encased candles. And there was a certain amount of number of these candles. And so the room was actually dim lit, very ambient, very relaxed, very calm. And then this lady steps out, indigenous, okay? Her indigenous would be what we see nowadays as the modern day Indians. And I say that because I was told many, many years ago that modern day Native Americans are actually European and Asian built when the Bering Strait. Y'all know the story about the Bering Strait when they had a bridge of ice that connected Asia to North America and shit. So anyway, girl, going into that. So I was told by a great teacher that the Indians we see now are actually white and Asian. They're not actually, they bought out the real ones, the brown skinned Indians and the high cheekbone, white appearing Indians, etc. They bought them out. So now they're giving the Asian and white mixed ones, right? Anyway, so this lady kind of gave me that look, but more so she looked more Hispanic. But just exotic. And she's asking me, do I need help with anything? And I said, no, I know what I came in here for. I know what I came here for, ma'am. You can go ahead and mind your business. Like, that's the attitude I was given. Like, no, I know what I came here for. Thank you, though. But still being loving and respectful, of course. And so this is to the left of the building with the candles, the one shelf with 4 rows with the candles on it. When she asked me that, I decided to go back to look at the candles and they were gone. And I'm like, well, that's kind of odd because it's this lady and it's me. And I do sense another presence in here, but it was nobody outside of what I'm going to say right now. So to the right of me, there's a bookshelf. Looked like it was an open bookshelf. Like the bookshelf looked like it would originally be closed. It was open. And all these books were sloppily thrown in there, right? And that's just what I paid attention to because I saw these sloppily thrown books in this bookshelf. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, if you got this bookshelf, what the fuck? What's the point of you having these damn books? And you got a bookshelf if the books are just thrown up in there. Like, it just doesn't sound right. So at this point, the lady shifted from being presentable to being, I guess you could say, in her native clothing, right? So mama had her hair down. Mama had black paint on her eyes. And it was kind of like, I'm going to describe it how I interpreted it originally. It looked like she had black paint on her face, painted with teardrops. Like they were painted to imitate teardrops. And so the lady's asking me to give her a reading, and I jumped straight into this reading. Now, where this lady was standing at, it was 3 steps and a door. She was standing on the 2nd step, blocking this door, right? And I was telling y'all all the details that I was absorbing while I was in this experience. And so she's telling me that I need to, give me a reading because energy is funny here. And I know you can read energy. And I didn't think about it. I'm thinking about it now too. Like, how does she even know that? Because, bitch, yeah, like this was my first time in that shop. And mom was like, yeah, I know you can read energy. So, I need you to read what's going on right now. And so I instantly started seeing it. Mind you, I'm in this building. I walk in this building. All I saw was this building. I didn't see the street I was on, none of that. So I tell her, yeah, it appears that somebody dropped an egg in front of your building and the egg was bloody. And I'm just telling her the story of like how this egg came about. And the lady is looking at me, but my sister's there. And my sister is basically repeating to this lady what I'm telling the lady already in English, and the lady's talking to me in English. So I'm talking to her in English, and my sister's interpreting to her in English too. So I'm just like, what the fuck is this? Bitch, girl, we know you speak Spanish. This lady appeared to speak Spanish, but why are you interpreting? Like, this is what I'm thinking, like, bitch, why the fuck are you interpreting what I'm already interpreting to her? And my sister started broke this down because I'm so good. Anyway, I want to get into that. But my sister broke down why that was such. Like, it was really something else going on, but because I was tapping into that I was hearing it as English when it really wasn't English. Like I said, even going into the other experience that I have where they were speaking another language, and I was knowing what they were saying, but I couldn't hear what they were saying. All I was hearing was, I was hearing all that, but I didn't know what that was meaning, but I can interpret what they were saying, if that makes sense. So with this, I was clearly hearing my sister speak to this lady in English, and the lady's asking me questions in English. So that just kind of threw me off. But next to where my sister was at, there was a map on the wall, and the map looked like America, but this map looked like it was in shape of a turtle, and we even say a tortoise. And it was just very weird. Like it was mountains, because I know the map of America. Like there were mountains, but the mountains, there was more mountains than where there are now on the map, if that makes sense of what I know, like Mount Whitney and all stuff. Because there was more mountains, and it was just like really like, what the fuck is that? And above the map, it actually said map of blank. And I remember that name because I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck does that even mean? So once again, my sister's sitting there and she's talking to the lady with a pom-pom in her hair. Once again, speaking about spiritual shit. And like I said, I'm seeing her back. She's decoding this to the lady. I can hear her speaking English. Anywho, as this lady is talking and I'm telling her about this ritual that somebody performed on her, I see a book. And in this book, I saw like all these books had all these herbs on it, but this one book in particular with this one herb was on this book. Now, y'all, I've seen this herb in so many places because people cook with this herb on a regular basis, but I've never incorporated this herb or item in my spiritual work. But I always saw it and I thought, oh, okay, well, okay, I don't need that because I know it's, whatever. And I think I've heard other people talk about using it too, but I never wanted to research what the fuck this herb or this item was good for. So I got up that day and I had to go, y'all, because I had an appointment. I woke up literally 45 minutes before the appointment. So normally when I wake up, I write down what I had a dream about and I start doing my research on this stuff to, see if it makes sense to my conscious mind. And if it does, I'm like, okay, this is a spiritual experience. So my conscious mind probably ain't going to understand it anyway. Make a long story short, I finished my day, had my day, come home, relax, tell my sister the story because I wasn't going to tell her. I actually called her earlier. I think I called her an hour after I got up. And Mama was just so busy. So I said, girl, I'll call you later. Because it was a very serious moment for me, tell her this experience. And Mama wasn't paying attention. So I said, bitch, call me later because it's very serious what I need to talk about. I didn't tell her that, but that's what I was like. I'm going to talk to you later when she could focus. Anyway, I got home. I told her what it was I was wanting to tell her. And she broke down to me her understanding of what it was and all the good stuff. And like I said, she brought me insight and gave me insight. Like, whoa, I never thought about that. So I decided to look up the name. And I spelled the name. And I looked the name up. So it gave up a certain part of America with this name. Now, I just saw that and I said, oh, that's interesting. Because, whatever. I got family from this part of the world, whatever, And then my sister's also looking up stuff on this stuff. She's going more in depth. And literally, she's like, oh, girl, the name you just mentioned is a Native American name for something. I don't remember what she said this name was for. I really don't. I do not know what she said this name was for. To make a long story, and maybe I'll even look it up too. Either way, I'm zooming in. Oh, she did tell me what it was. I zoomed in on this part of the map. Oh my God, I'm getting shit right now. Think about this shit. Because this is fucking like mind blowing. So I zoom in on the map. Now this map, oh God. This place is surrounded by 3 bodies of water. Each body of water is a lake, a river, or a bay. The names of these 3 lakes and rivers are 3 important names, right? And I have a connection to them. My sister had a connection to it, and I think somebody else gonna have a connection to him. The weirdest thing about it is the name that my sister said this name means, while I was zooming in to see what I was seeing, whatever she said the name was, it was the name of that by you. When I zoomed in, bitch, I went into some weird ass shit. I threw that phone. I blacked out. Like, I know I screamed. I started crying because I was just like, what the fuck? To make a long story short, you guys, this was the most amazing thing to me because I had this experience. I had this dream. I shared this with her. She gave me her input on this. I said, I have to go to this place and I'm going to make it my mission actually this summer to go to this location because I had a dream about first of all, the name of it. And it said map of, and I just feel like there's a lot of resources there. Going into what my sister pulled up and what her interpretation of energy there is that there's a lot of energy there. She didn't say it would be beneficial to me. She said there's just a lot of heavy energy there, dark energy. And of course, I'm that girl. Okay. I'm a healer. I feel like I'm destined to bring light to dark places. Going into my experiences in life, the people I help on a regular basis. That's what my job here is to do. So if it is really a dark place, a heavy place, then I'm gonna bring the light there. But anyway, something is calling for me to go there. But anyway, going into that too. So I have this experience. You interpret that all the good stuff. Bitch, there's so much stuff coming up right now, y'all. Talk about this because it just really blew me away. And I meet someone that is literally, and of course, some of you is even outside this place too, which is it's even creepy to think about because one of these people, I mean, girl, I'm gonna share something right now that I've never shared with you guys, so I'm gonna be done. One of these people I feel connected to, like that's what actually drew me to this person years ago, and I was a little disheartened. I was a little saddened. I was very disturbed because this person came across as a very strong spiritual person and that they're in tune with who they are and they know who they are. And we have a lot of stuff in common. We have a lot of stuff, ethnicity wise, maybe not look wise, but ethnicity wise, what she's dealt with, just crazy shit. So we have a lot of stuff in common. And to see the experience that happened a couple of years ago, to see her get tainted by that energy, I was like, sis, you're on the wrong side because you're not that girl. Your energy is not dark, heavy energy. Your energy is a light, positive energy. And if you stay on that dark, heavy stuff, you're going to get sick and you're going to die. When you don't know your position in this game, that's how people go out. That's how people, you hear these stories about people, these spiritualists who go out, in fires and all that good stuff. That's how this shit happens because their energies are being planted somewhere else. And when you're trying to rewrite the plan for your higher self, when you're trying to be the director and the guiding light, when you have no light outside of this light, let's talk about it right now. The light of the body, the lamp of the body, the lamp of the eye, the one eye you have. So when you try to be that light or you try to shut that light out, then like I said, now there's actions or there's consequences to those actions. And now you're having a spell of stuff. You're having a lot of stuff that happens. And so anyway, the person who I feel connected with, they actually live not too far from this area. And I'm just like blown with it, y'all. Like, even sitting here speaking with you guys now, since I have that experience and the experience that I had up until this point right now today has been mind blowing. It has been shape shifting. It has been life changing. It has been visually, oh my God, I can't even put that shit into words. And this is how you know, like I said, when you're dealing with spirit and you're doing things in the spirit, when it starts to manifest, this is how you know the shit is real. This is how you know the shit is real. And that's how I'm gonna leave out with that. Like I said, I'm not gonna go into dropping shit now. I just want to share that experience with you guys because I know that a lot of you are having similar experiences with visions of stuff, information coming in, downloads are coming in, and definitely write those downloads down. I just told someone I gave a reading with the other day, journalize everything, plan everything, write stuff down. You'll be really, really amazed looking back on what you've experienced and the growth you've had. You will be really, really amazed, honey. Anyway, enough of that, honey, y'all. Listen, let me read this comment, Sean. I'm about to get ready to go, honey. I forgot my windows open too, y'all. And I'm like, oh, girl, am I talking really loud? I don't know. But anyway, so let me read these little comments, honey, before I go, honey, for those who are up this late. Come on in here, Jay. How you doing, Jay? Yes, honey. Who you doing? Yes, honey. Come on in here, Jay. Loving light, gorgeous. And this purple light we love. Thank you so much, Jay. Thank you so much. I got a house. It will be confirmed in morning. I know that's like, come on in here, Dee Dee. Listen, Dee Dee, I want to say this. You sent me an email. You sent me an email, Dee Dee, and you asked a question. And I said, is Dee Dee being funny? Dee Dee, you said, Mystic, do you know anybody who can look at a picture of a house and read energy? I said, Dee Dee, I said, Dee Dee, Dee Dee, Dee Dee, Dee Dee, you trolling me. I said, Dee Dee, I didn't tell that to you in email, but I said it to your spirit. I said, Dee Dee, you trolling me. Because, girl, if I'm doing aura readings, girl, if I can read you without even having you in person, I can tap into whatever it is you got going on and you're not even in person. Why would I not be able to look at a picture of a house and tell you if the energy is fucked up in that house? Especially going into hypersensitivity or clairsentient. Energy is energy. And I can tell you, I'm a hypersensitive person. I know energy. I have actually ended friendships, Dee Dee. I have literally have had people cuss me out, disrespect me because they thought that I was misjudging someone's character because I said, bitch, that's a this, that's a that person I'm telling you, that person a lie, that person's a pedophile, whatever the case may be. I called it out. They felt offended and said, oh, that's fucked up. You judging people? What haven't they judged you for being trans? And whatever the case may be. And they found out later that that person was what I said they were. And bitch, I said, I'm sorry, we got to end this. Because, bitch, I'm not going to keep validating your experience. Because I don't need you to validate mine. I'm not going to keep validating your experience with things. If I'm telling you I'm sensing something, I'm not feeling comfortable with that, I'm not feeling comfortable, and you cannot make me do it. Even going into some people virtually, I've made contacts with people, and well, we'll say two people in particular, we're supposed to meet up and do things in person, and I've canceled trips last minute because the energy wasn't right. And coming to find out, I was right. They were trying to bring people. I had no idea they were even coming. It's like, maybe you did not have cruel intentions, but mom, if I'm going into a situation, I don't like going into situations blindly, honey. I've had experiences, darling. I need you to tell me, baby, I'm meeting up with you. I'm bringing my baby daddy, my baby mama's daddy, my daddy, his brother, his auntie, his cousin. I'm also bringing a friend that I want to hook you up with. That's what I need to hear. Especially I'm going by myself. I was going to be going by myself with me and my dog. It wasn't going to be nobody else going. So it's like, I'm thinking we're about to go have an intimate personal relationship type of thing. And mama want to bring a whole army of people. Like, bitch, you don't lost your damn mind to disrespect me and think that I was going to be okay with that. So like I said, I have to end that. So like I said, I've ended a lot of relationships, Dee Dee, based on people not understanding that I go by energy. I don't give a fuck about your name. I don't give a fuck about what you, bitch, you could be a preacher, a minister. You could say you're a virgin. You could say that you 20 times a day you pray to God. That don't mean a motherfucking thing to me, bitch. I'm still gonna be looking at you like, yeah, you got some crazy bones in you though. Yeah, there's some weird shit up inside that body though. So anyway, like I said, yes, I'm very good with energy. I know energy, honey. It doesn't matter if it's a picture. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter what it is. Visually, feeling it, hearing, like I said, doesn't matter. When it comes to energy, I know energy. Okay. You could definitely test me, Dee Dee. Okay, come on in here. Okay, you don't believe anything I say, you can definitely reach out and test us, sis. Okay, ow. Test me, honey. Come on in here, Kiana. How you doing, Kiana? Yes, honey, come on in here. Yes, I did it. I see you too. I know that's right. I know that's right. Mystic, there is a lot of death right now. I know. I told y'all there's an energy being pulled on in. And let me tell you something that's even creepier. And I should save this for another conversation. But a lot of people are actually going in and they're pulling up demonic energies like I'm gonna say this name because of course it's been popping up a lot. YouTube, IG, TikTok privately. The Nazuls. Okay. If you're not aware of what I just said, I'm not even gonna go into explaining that because that energy is so heavy, that energy is so dark that it will really get you together. And how these energies feed off of people, especially light people, and I believe that people who follow me, you're definitely light beings. You may not know, you may not know just exactly what your position is in life, but you're definitely light beings. Because bitch, you wouldn't be entertained about nothing that I'm doing, girl. You'd want me to come on here and say, fuck you hoes, fuck you this, fuck you that. You'd be into that. Anyway, so there's a lot of death right now because there's energies that people are petitioning and bringing in here. Even going into Pluto, we know that the Pluto energy is raining hard this year. We know that Pluto and, going into the Plutonian realm. You remember the Plutonian realm? That's the hell like space. So, what Pluto does and what Saturn does usually when it's in the astrological spiritual concept, it's coming around to round up spirits that are not disciplined, spirits that are just kind of just, oh, I'm going to do without. Anyway, so that's what's going on. There's a lot of deaths. There's a lot of things going on right now because of that energy. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, honey. A lot of innocent people too. People are not even aware of this consciously. That's why I tell people. I was telling my sister this the other day. You need to stop working with something. I almost said it out here, but I'm not gonna. Like I said, we don't feed our haters. You need to stop working with those colors. And you need to start switching it up because that energy is so different right now that if you're a light person and you're working with that shit, bitch, is getting your ass together. Bitch, you're gonna be sitting there doing the work and have a stroke. And I'm not joking. You're gonna be sitting there doing the work, bitch. You're gonna have, bitch, just eye gonna start twitching. Oh my God, what's going on? What's going on? I can see shit for a week, sis. I'm telling you right now, stop doing it. So yes, this energy is really, really heavy right now. You got to be very mindful about what you do, honey. Mm-hmm. I have been dealing with sinus issues myself. I started taking something to help with my sinus issues. Yes. See, with me, it's definitely there's a lot of energy, seasonal stuff going on here, Lady K. I really do think it was my body detoxing. I really do, because like I said, a lot of people were dealing with what I was dealing with, but I mean, they had it worse than I. And I'm like, what? How are they dealing with it? But I have it lightly. And it's just like, yeah, bitch, because bitch, you have allergies, bitch, and your body's detoxing the shit out your body. You've been eating clean. At that point, it was almost what, 30 days? And they say 30, 60, 90. 30 days in, your body start doing something. 60 days in, your body start doing something. 90 days in, your body start doing something. But definitely, Dr. Christopher have these pills for your sinuses, Lady K. Um, Look up Dr. Christopher sinus pills. Those things work. Back in the day, they were only $18 for one bottle. Nowadays, you could get one bottle for, I think, $32, or you got to get three bottles for $50. So definitely, like I said, look into that. Okay? Look into that, honey. Yes, Dr. Christopher, honey. Come on here, Jalea. How you doing, Jalea? How you doing? Yes, honey. I'm a true lower back. True lower back is a Zimmy surgery. Don't know, just use it as example. Right. Yes, lower back, heart. A lot of people right now are going out with dementia. You have people that are going out with heart stuff, congestive heart failure, going into fibroids too. Someone brought this up to me, and this was years ago because I know people that dealt with fibroids and stuff. And I wanted to do my spiritual kind of insight on it, right? People are like, yeah, a lot of people are getting this, and it's whites and blacks, but it's mostly black people that are getting it. Is there a reason why? And are they only attacking black people? And I'm like, this is a good question. And I want to know if this is a part of the spiritual warfare between certain, you know, species of species. Anyway, make a long story short, no. Spirit showed me that certain people have more trauma in their lives than others for whatever reason. That's why I keep telling people, I don't care what nobody say. If you are a person of color, you have trauma. And it's not trauma that white people placed on you, it's trauma that people within your own community placed upon you. Whether you're afraid to walk down the street because somebody of the opposite gang is going to get you together, whether you're afraid of your dad because he was abusive to you and or your mother, whether you were molested or touched by your older brother, whatever it is. And that's what this trauma is. So when you're getting older, once again, going into the womb, going into the penis, going into the anus, going into the mouth. Okay. The orifices of the body. Orifices of the body. Isn't it crazy? Because it kind of sound like offerings. Orifices of the body. The orifices of the body have great power. Let's talk about it right now. When spirits come in to tap into people, they enter through the throat. Can we talk about it for a minute? Going into when spirits want to get you together, they enter in through the penile, the vaginal, or the anal. Can we talk about? We talk about what AL means. So, like I said, these are places that are attacked by energies because, of course, going into the fact is when you're developing, right? For the women and for the males, because of course you got a prostate, which is a dormant uterus. Can we talk about it for a minute? These cells are with you from when you're born. So for women who have a fully functioning operating ovum or ovum with ovaries, right? These eggs that they've had inside this sac have actually been with them throughout their whole lives, including utero. So think about it for a minute right now. Even when your heart was still pumping and getting into, because we know the heart is developed first when it comes to a fetus, right? Even when the brain is still trying to figure out what it needs to do and if the arms are going to be right-handed, left-handed, or slapping, the uterus or the eggs in the uterus is still there. It's absorbing all information. That is your lower self. Those are little microscopic particles of you. That is your true essence. Once again, why I say ain't no real witch, ain't no real I was born in this. Bitch, you're not out here having babies with just ending everybody. And that's why I keep saying that right here. And I'm gonna keep saying that. If you really who you claim you are, and my mama was a witch in that, well, why the fuck you having babies with just ending everybody? Because bitch, these seeds that your babies are coming from has been with you since you were in your mother's uterus. So why are you sitting here wasting your energy and literally giving yourself over to people who don't give a fuck about you, who don't respect you? And that's what it comes down to. So once again, The woman is the eggs, for the male, it is the sperm. It is in your body throughout your whole life. So these little beings in you know everything about you, and it knows about all of your experiences. That's why men, no matter how old a man get, he will get prostate cancer. Look that up. Every man will experience prostate cancer at one point in life if they do not resolve that trauma that's attached to the prostate. Can we talk about it? Every woman will develop uterine, uterine, cervical, and/or birth issues, giving birth to children. Once again, if they do not release that trauma, and even going into fibroids, right? Endometriosis. Let's talk about it right now. You will develop that because once again, when there's trauma, that's where trauma sits. And for men, it's typically the mother. And if it's not the mother, it's the woman that they encounter throughout their whole life. Like I said, you do your research on this. I don't got to make this shit up. For the woman, it is the man, it is your father, or it's the male experience you have throughout your life. And that's why I said, going into my studies, I want to know how many females that are actually identifying as lesbian have endometriosis versus women that identify as heterosexual that have in endometriosis. Like, I would like to know what are the ratings for that, because going into the trauma and really being disgusted by your experience that you have with man. And not saying all lesbians, but the lesbians I know, that's their story. That they were ultimately open to being with men, but they were like, no, bitch, I'm not a fan of how men treat women. I'm not a fan of how men, they want to have sex and they done and they don't give a fuck and all this other good shit. There's no emotional connection there. So like I said, it goes deeper than that. So now it's like, so that's where these fibroids are coming in at. These are tumors that are attaching stuff to your life source, to the place that's been with you since you've been in your own mother's uterus, going into your metatrix or your matria, or what they call the matrix, okay, going into that. So now these energies start to attach itself onto your life force, and they manifest into tumors. They manifest into blood clots. And that even goes into PMSing. That even goes into having periods. So people are like, well, bitch, you don't have it. Bitch, we're talking about spiritually. We're talking about scientifically, bitch. I don't got to have a uterus to know about shit scientifically. I don't got to have a uterus to know about shit spiritually. Do your research. And it's even crazy when you have a uterus and you don't know nothing about your damn uterus. That's even crazier right there, too. I feel so uncomfortable for somebody to be born a man talking about a yoni and stuff. I just feel so, bitch, you got it. You don't even know about it. Like I said, I love the human body. I love everything about the human body, bitch. It's a very miraculous, amazing thing. It's amazing what our body can do. Bitch, it can heal anything. We can even heal cancer. Our own body could do that. We don't need no outside sources. But that's what happens when they want to take the power from you that you're born with. But you're too stupid or caught up in dick to realize it. Let's talk about it. So like I said, that's what that shit is. And it's sad. So like I said, going into, the uterus and the elements with that and the prostate and anus, the anal cavity stuff. I'm telling y'all, I know people that are dealing with trauma in those areas. The anus, they're dealing with trauma in the uterus, they're dealing with trauma in the penile, they're dealing with trauma in multiple parts of the body. And you really get down to it, you're like, baby, that's connected to, not letting things go. Not to go into, but we're going to talk about it very quickly. Tracy Braxton passed away not too long ago, and Mama was fighting esophageal cancer. And the crazy thing about it is the esophagus is connected to the duodenum, which is connected to the stomach, et cetera, et cetera. All this deals with digestion, breaking things down. And the amazing thing to me is, well, not amazing, but this is going to kind of blow your guys' mind too. I was looking at this show, what is it? The Braxtons, Family Values. Okay, I watched every episode, every season, y'all. I love the Braxtons. We won't get too far into that. I love the Braxtons, honey. All of them. Tawanda, Trina, Tracy, Tamar, Tony, all those girls. I love them, honey. Yeah, I love all of them. Respect and love for all of them. Tracy tend to be the one that was the most hurt. And we know Tracy's story. We know that Tracy was pregnant and, she left the group or they kicked her out of the group, however the real story went down, because Mama got pregnant. And so right there, that's already a life force right there. That's already an attack on this woman's life force, because this woman is being put into shame for having a child. And then she loves singing and she's not able to sing. So it's like, girl, y'all really stabbed this woman really, really badly. And so this woman went throughout her whole life, you guys, with this stuff. And mama voiced that on that show. Mama, that was Tracy was really, in my opinion, the most vulnerable one and the one that had the most to say. And that's why mama had the attitude and what's up, bitch? You know, girl, Baltimore came out. Like, what's up? Like, mama, she was ready to cut Tamar. And so mama was really having a hard time digesting a lot of stuff. And mama could not let that go. And I remember even seeing an episode where she had a heart to heart conversation with Evelyn about what she was experiencing and how she felt about her sisters, you know, and all this other good stuff. And like I said, that right there was really, really sad for me. It was really emotional for me. And then to even though, like I said, she passing away, that deals with digestion. That deals with not being able to digest. That's deal with not being able to digest. And we're not dealing with the lower. So we're not dealing with colon cancer. We're dealing with the upper digestive system. So this is people that you really feel connected to. Mama, daddy, sister, auntie, uncle, brother. And I wouldn't be surprised if there was some trauma that she went through with the same shit that Tamar went through with family members. I wouldn't be surprised if that was also a situation. And mama, like I said, she kept all this stuff in. Mama felt like the black sheep of the family. And literally she gets esophagus or cancer of the esophagus and she passed away from it. And so I'm saying all that to say elements in our body, sicknesses in our body are responses to our real life experiences. Not being able to let things go. Oh, they call me this. Oh, they're not. Oh, nobody loved me. Nobody cared for me. I was the black sheep. You are grown now. You have to take responsibility and accountability for your life. You have to take back your power. Stop letting people tell you who you are, and what you have to fucking do. You are grown. When you look in that mirror, when you're fully nude, you see you. Ain't nobody else in that damn room with you. Even if you got a husband, your husband ain't inside of you. So he's not seeing you for who you really are. You seeing you for who you really are. So take back your power and stop letting your experiences shape who you are. Because we all been through some shit. And yes, your experiences could have been worse than everybody else, but bitch, we have to be like, bitch, I've been through that. And I'm thankful for those experiences. And I could tell my sister-in-law, bitch, the other day, all my experiences, honey, I would redo it all over again. I would gladly relive all of my experiences, honey. The abuse, I will gladly, because I learned very valuable lessons in all of my experiences. All of my losses, all of my gains, I learned valuable experiences, honey, and they changed my life. So it's really, really sad. But like I said, you know, do your research on that. Metaphysical. Look up metaphysical reasons behind certain ailments, high blood pressure, congestive heart failure, whatever it is that you're dealing with. Look into it, honey. Exchange of energy is important. Money or barter. There you go. It sure is, Dee Dee. You got to be very, very careful. That's what I said. I don't entertain that. When I'm out in public, Dee Dee, and people be trying to, hey, honey, bitch, you hear me talking to your fine ass? What's up? Nothing. Where you going? I'm going home. You don't have a number we can talk, we can hang out? I don't know you. Well, let's get to know. Girl, bye. I gotta go, bitch. Roll the window, bitch. I'm gone. Like, honey, yeah, we're not about to sit here and do it. Girl, even the guy, oh girl. This guy a week ago, y'all, was like really trying to get me to shake his hand. And I was just like, what kind of demonic shit are you on, bruh? And he's like, what? I said, what kind of demonic shit are you on? And he's like, what are you talking about? You're trying to shake my hand, and I'm clearly not trying to shake your hand. So you're stuck up. No, I'm just not interested in shaking your hand. Honey, we're in a panoramic right now. And on top of that, I don't know where you just came from. Did you scratch your ass? Did you play with your balls that have herpes on it? Did you dig in your nose? Did you lick your fingers? Like, I don't know your brother. Like, And you don't know if I got to take myself home to my newborn baby and now I forget to wash my hands and now I give my baby what you got on your balls and shit. And he's like, oh, you got kids? No, that's not what I'm saying. So I'm not going to shake your hand and thank you very much. And he's like, oh, really like that? Yeah, like that. Thank you. Bitch, for about good 2 minutes, he followed me around, bitch, and he stopped following me. Bitch, I wish he would have, bitch. I wish you would, bitch. Somebody was like, girl, what happened? He would have pulled out a weapon and got you together. Bitch, girl. Girl, I'm a girl that carry weapons too, girl. I don't gotta dig for it when I'm in public though. Anyway, I'm not even gonna pull out a chest. Bitch, he would have got it very quickly, girl. Bitch, if he wanna caught the knee, the elbow, the fist, the size 11 fucking shoe, and when it come to heel size 13 shoe, bitch. He would have caught the 11 to 13 somewhere. It would have been the balls. It would have been the face, the neck, or the motherfucker bitch. I know what it stands for, bitch. He would have caught that T before he would have said boo, boo. He would have said boogie before he said booyah. Bam, girl. That wrist would have been pop, bitch. Right there in the store, bitch. Call security. He got his ass whipped. The man tried to violate me, bitch. I would have pulled a white woman's stunt very quickly. Oh, he tried to fondle me. Oh, I gotta go. Anyway, a friend from high school died last night in a car accident. Jay, can you tell me what part of Texas his friend died in? That's really sad. My condolences to you, and the ones that are, that's sad. That's sad, honey. Yeah, that's really sad. Some of that we see here in the dorms on campus. Oh my God, you gotta stay prayed up, Jay. You gotta stay prayed up. Yes, 2022 is a crazy year. The year of the 369. Mm-mm-mm. Yes, that too. It's sad. Yeah, I watched that as a kid, and yeah, she was hurt over feeling left out by her sisters. She was. She was. She was. It was sad. Yeah. Tracy will be missed. My sister loved Tracy. Last call, I'm looking out for just today. Now that I'm thinking about it, that would be creepy if that experience that I had about all these people in the room and the lights flashing, if Tracy was one of those spirits. That would be real creepy. I don't want to think about that, girl. I don't think about that. That was a very good, positive experience, honey. We are 3 months into this year, and so much death and destruction is happening. Well, 369. We have March, June, and September. I need y'all to pay attention. We also gonna be breaking down the 369 world coming very, very soon. Yes, we are, honey. We're gonna break that down, honey. Anyway, March is a very, very, very changing year. Okay, we came out of hibernation, and now we are celebrating the birthing of the sun. On a positive note, yes, honey. Mystic, I think it was in or Jay. Don't say that, Jay. Girl, wait a minute. I hope is my sister watching this? Is my sister watching this right now? Jay, don't you say that. Jay, don't you say that right now. Don't you say that. I know. That's so sad. Who were the other two deaths? Oh, the dorm room. Yeah, your friend and Tracy. I know. I was shocked, honey. I woke up. I woke up. It was somebody's birthday. A lot of people I know their birthdays in March. So, the 9th, the 11th, the 12th, the 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 18th, 9th. Girl, the 30th, the 28th, the 20th. Oh, God, girl. All these hoes' birthdays in fucking March. Girl. Anyway, the Three's a Company type of bitches. Anyway, I'm playing. But anywho, so I woke up and literally it was reported that Tracy died. And I couldn't believe it. Like, I was just like, this is so sad. Like, I was stunned. I was like, oh my God. She was beautiful. I like Tracy. She one of my favorite sisters, but I liked Tracy gave me the youngest. Mama was very much, and Tamar, like no shade. Tamar needs to also let go whatever she got going on. She needs to let that go. Tony as well. I feel like the two people that are living free and in their space, whether they've been through something, I think it's Tawanda and Trina. I think they're living free in their space and they dealt with whatever they had and they're moving forward, right? They really are going through their healing process. And I feel like maybe Tawanda, because Tawanda was on that TV show Starting Over. I watched, by the way. I loved that TV show, honey. Shout out to Tawanda Braxton. She was on that show, girl. Beautiful and all, girl. Anyway, she's still beautiful, girl. Anyway, she's the most thought out of all those girls. Anyway, but Tony, Tamar, and Tracy, I feel like they have the most to say. And I feel like these are the ones that went through a lot of stuff. And so if Tamar does not get it together, we know that she's suffering from depression and stuff. But if Mama does not get that together spiritually, Mama's gonna also have some crazy shit happen to her as well. And girl, like I said, Tony, she's allegedly, battling lupus. Like I said, allegedly, because a lot of girls are saying lupus and they're dealing with STDs and STIs. Some people say they had lupus, now they don't got it. And I'm just like, so you went to a doctor and you got rid of that lupus? Like, I'm just a little confused here. Like, one of these celebrities said they had lupus, no tea, no shade. They said they had lupus. And Mama was like, I have lupus. I don't know what's going on with me. Girl, I was diagnosed. I'm having this snap. They're going to run some more tests. And then mysteriously, Mama didn't have lupus. And I'm just like, ma'am, if you had it, that means you had it. That I mean, yeah, if the doctors told you that you may have it, that's totally different. Mama came out like she was sure that she had it. So it's like, Mama, did you have a STD and you got rid of the STD, girl? Is that what happened? There was some type of suppression of the STD, STI, and you got that healed up, and now you don't have it. You don't have lupus no more. In the words of Kaya, you don't got lupus no more. Like I said, girl, I don't listen. I don't be trusting none of you people. I don't care what nobody say. Allegedly, everybody's allegedly now. You allegedly got money. You allegedly is the celebrity. You're allegedly all that. You allegedly look good. You allegedly, because I mean, really, honestly, think about it. Everything really is alleged. Think about it. Think about it. Is everything is really alleged? Is it real? People are like, girl, I'm well known. Well, everybody on this planet know you. Girl, we have 7 billion people on this planet. Everybody know you. Okay, yeah. So you really not all that famous then. You know what I mean? Oh, I was married. Honey, married with the paper? Okay, that's not real marriage, girl. Real marriage is who you have sex with. So, bitch, that's alleged that you're married. I'm a woman. Oh, really? You're a woman because of what? You have a vagina? Well, we don't see it. Your husbands have seen it. So to your husband, you're a woman, but we haven't seen that. So allegedly, that's what you are, girl. We don't know what you got going on down there, honey. You look like one, but we don't know for sure, honey. Like I said, it's all alleged, girl. I'm a witch. Really, really. What makes you a witch? Well, I know about candle spells, and I watch the TikTok videos on how to do money rituals and stuff. Oh wow, okay. So you own your own house and stuff now, huh? Yeah, you went from making 50,000 a year to 100,000 a year. Honestly, huh? You didn't need to do a PPP loan. You just did a money ritual, and the banks granted you that loan, huh? You have to do the PPP loan. So you allegedly are doing money rituals. Cause bitch, ain't no girl, you don't gotta do money rituals to get no motherfucking PPP loan, bitch. Girl, but like I said, everything's alleged to me now, y'all. No tea, no shade to anybody out there. I don't mean to hurt your feelings. Allegedly, you're a victim. Allegedly, you're not a victim. Allegedly, you're a Christian, you're Jewish. Allegedly, you're rich. Allegedly, you're a man. Allegedly, you're a woman. Girl, like I said, girl, we don't know what you are, how it is nowadays, girl. I done learned it all, girl. Just the other day, girl, this person talk about, and I looked it up too. They talk about this person worth $2.9 million, bitch. Oh, I might be talking too much right now. Anyway, I looked up somebody's net worth, and this motherfucker have the audacity to want to reach out and touch somebody. And I heard some good things about you, and I said, oh, well, that's good. I hope they're good. Oh, they were really good, sending out the tongue emoji and shit, right? And I'm just like, what the fuck do they think is going to go on? Because bitch, we ain't doing that, girl. Because we making big moves the next time, girl. The next time we go around like that, girl, you're buying me 2 houses and 2 of my favorite cars before we even move into that type of arena, bitch. You got it, you got it. You don't got it, okay? And allegedly your net worth is all this much money, so you definitely can write me a check. Oh, girl, when I heard something about, well, they say that's the money, but that money is not completely accessible, or that money is not movable. What? What? Can you explain that to me? If you got all this money and the money's not movable, what does that mean? Somebody locked the coin up and you cannot touch it, or what does that mean? I mean, well, it's there, but like you got a limit. So let's say if I'm worth 2 point this amount of money, I technically only have access to 150,000 at any given time. And then I'm like, okay, so that means that you got investments and stuff and you can't sell a house. No, that just means that I only have access to that. Okay, girl. Yeah, we're not getting into that. So that means that you are allegedly worth all this money. Yeah, uh-huh. And like I told y'all, going into the Range Rovers and the Bugattis and the, these girls, girl, with all this good shit, girl. Hey, I got a Ferrari XTP and S, and I'm just like, oh really? How much that worth? That's $250,000, girl. Girl, that car payment must be high. Girl, coming to find out, girl, it is a leased car, girl. She got to return the car back. She cannot drive more than 30,000 miles in the vehicle, or they're gonna charge her an additional $20,000. Mama's paying fucking $800 a month. Mama had to give him a $7,000 down payment, girl. Like I said, she got to return the car before it gets to 30,000 miles. So mama's like, girl, you coming to get me? Girl. We're about to be looking this good. I thought we were going to be able to drive in that car, but we got to drive in this old ass Chrysler or my other car because you can't put miles on it, sis. And then, girl, the house is too, girl. Like I said, I'm not throwing nobody under the bus, girl. Come on out. I got a big ass house, all this room. You could bring anybody. You could my house is your house. Mi casa, you su casa. You could bring your dogs. You got like 10 dogs. They could all come. We got a big yard. Bitch. Oh wow. Oh girl. Well, honey, when you come in, you please don't play any loud music. The homeowner association do not allow loud music. Oh, okay. I understand that. I know a lot of people that's under HOA. Okay. Get through the gate, security asking, yeah, I'm here to see blah blah. Okay, going in, girl. You get up in there, girl. Mama's all like, okay, we gotta make sure there's no scratches on this and that. Why, girl? Mama get a little bit of liquid courage in her. Oh well, yeah, this is a rented house. An Airbnb, kind of like that, like an extended stay type of house. I pay them about 2,000 a week, and if anything is damaged, da 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 da, and it's just like, okay, girl. So allegedly, this is your house. Allegedly, you got all this money. Allegedly, girl. So are you real? Is this a setup? Am I here because you trying to sacrifice me? Like, man, what's really going on here? Is your teeth real? Is your hair real? I mean, what? I mean, really, what is real? Is the cars parked outside yours, or is it the owner's car and it's just here for sure? It's here for show. Like what? Like what's going on here, ma'am? Because bitch, I need it to make sense. Like I said, these girls they be stunting, girl. Like I said, that's why I don't know how you girls can live in LA. I can't do it, girl. I don't mind going near the area, visiting the area, but actually staying there, girl, it's really the city of fakeness. And I know this guy that said he gonna move from LA, talk about I'm gonna move to Vegas. And I just said, honey, Vegas and LA is the same energy. Then he left from Vegas and went to Atlanta, talk about I'm sick of plastic lifestyles and shit. And I said, honey, well, why are you moving to Atlanta too? It's another place, girl. That's another Hollywood fake ass people, fake ass friends, lying ass motherfuckers, cheating ass motherfuckers that got cruel intention, fake ass intention. Like, girl, you can't trust none of those girls. Bitch, girl, bye. Like I said, that's what I said, girl. I'm a fan of the girls, but ma'am, I'm a fan of you. You could be like, Rihanna's the richest woman in the world. And I'm like, until Rihanna donate some of that money over here, I don't believe it. I don't believe it, girl. Just like y'all can say Jeff Bezos is 173 billion, 80 billion. I'm just like, so why don't he give everybody $1 billion then, bitch, and call it a day? He will still have 169 fucking $billions because, bitch, guess what? Because allegedly he got that money. Allegedly he has that much money. Allegedly. That's alleged, girl. Allegedly, he got that money, bitch, because if he had that money, think about it. That's invisible shit right there. It's paper. Bitch, it's paper. That's not real fucking money. So it's like, girl, yeah, I don't believe nothing that these hoes say. Girl, you got the money, bitch, prove it. That you got all that money, bitch. Buy me another Louis bag, bitch. Buy me a motherfucking Gucci bag, bitch. Hello, bitch. Pay for me all paid fucking trip to motherfucking Dubai, bitch. I'm ready to go fucking Dubai, London, Dubai. I'm gonna leave London. I'm gonna go to Dubai. After leave Dubai, bitch, I'm gonna go to Abu Dhabi. After leave, well, anyway, same area. After leave that, bitch, I'm going to Bora Bora. And after that, I want to go over there to China, bitch, and I'll be done. Bitch, cover all those expenses, girl. Pay me up front, send that deposit, girl. I'll give you my bank, girl. You go deposit shit in the account, bitch. And then I believe that you got all that money. At this point, baby girl, it's alleged. You make all this money a month, all this money a year, bitch, and you got nothing to show for it, bitch. Teeth is fucked up, cars fucked up, outfits fucked up, bitch. You got no motherfucking investments. The credit's fucked up. Let me stop. Tawanda Gina Buffett traveling that. I know. That's sad, honey, huh? I know that's sad. 2,000 a week for rent. Yes. Lady K, it's a fool. Oh my God. Yeah, I can't do it. Ideally, if I was looking to move somewhere to get away from things, I would look for the outskirts. Because I know some people need to live in big cities and stuff for their business. But look for the outskirts cities. You don't have to live in. I told y'all this story. I was looking at a video because I'm into watching like missing cases and shit like that. I'm into that shit, y'all. I get real connected to the shit, y'all. I'll be like, oh my God, this is crazy. So there was a story of a woman who had to get a restraining order on what was it? Her first husband, baby father. She had to get a restraining order. Daddy ended up getting a hold of her and he ended up taking her out, right? And I'm just thinking to myself, like, I just don't understand. Like, she lived in the same city as him. And in my mind, I'm sitting there thinking to myself, like, every city has a nearby city. Every city has a nearby city, some direction, right? Some of them have multiple cities. Why couldn't you move to the other city over? Why could you move? I mean, girl, if you got a car, and I would think, even if you don't, girl, you can Uber an hour away. Like, girl, that's not really that big of a commute. Even if you're driving to and from work, an hour is not really that big of a commute. You could do an hour to and from. So it's like, why not work in this city? That's where your house or your job is at, but move somewhere else. So I just like some, and I'm not even victim shaming, but I'm just like, I just don't understand that. Like, you don't have to be in the middle of all the mess. Why not live near the mess and then travel that way? Like I said, Atlanta, yeah, some people got business in Atlanta and they got connection. They want to stay connected, but move an hour outside of Atlanta. So you don't got to worry about that Atlanta drama. You don't got to worry about that Atlanta mess. Why you want to be in Atlanta? Because, bitch, you want to be that fake ass bitch. That's why you want to be in Atlanta. Bitch, I want to go to LA. I'm trying to make my dream happen. And it's just like, girl, you have a higher chance of having your dream happen in a very small country butt town than you have going to a big town, because that's where these people come to relax. I keep telling y'all that. These people that are actors, dancers, singers, producers. Okay, let's talk about producers. Directors. These people go to small towns to relax, to have their own time. Bitch, if you believe in magic, girl, you'll have your fate there. You don't gotta go to LA to make your dreams happen. Oh, I need to be there so I can do my out calls and casting calls and all. No, honey, you could live outside of LA and you commute into LA every weekend and do casting calls the whole day. Like going into modeling, bitch. Like I said, you have a whole day of doing these calls, bitch. Girl, from sometimes 3 in the morning until 3 in the morning the next motherfucking day. That's how I learned how to keep my ass up. I think longest I stayed up was like 36 hours. I think that's the longest I ever stayed up straight, 36 hours. Girl. So it's like, yeah, you don't have to live in these areas. And they be, oh, you don't want to be here. Oh, it's sucky here. Like I said, girl, you could live outside of Atlanta, 30 minutes out, 40 minutes out, and call it a day. Bitch, you could live 30 minutes out, 40 minutes out from LA, 2 hours out. Bitch, like I am. Bitch, you could be 2 hours out from LA. Bitch, go down there when you want to have fun. When you don't want to have fun, bitch, take your ass back home. Like, you don't got to be in the shit all day every day. Then wonder why oh, girl, I've been in LA and I just been going through hell. They broke my window. I mean, hell. That's what happens. Oh, LA, they fake people. Yeah, because everybody's trying to be famous. Yeah. And here you go, you got people that are in little small butt fuck cities, like I said, that are more connected than those who actually live in these cities. I'm telling you, get it together. Anyway, you guys, I just want to stop by here. Oh, girl, it's barely 11:23. I just want to stop by here and to thank you all for your love and your support, and definitely for coming on here and watching me. And, I just really appreciate you guys' support. I really do. The gifts, the interactions. Because, girl, like I said, girl, there's just so many times I said, girl, I'm still going to do me. Bitch, I'm still going to do me, girl. My life don't gravitate around other people. And no, stop. But anyway, like I said, I'm really appreciative. I'm really thankful for you all. And stay positive. Really, really stay positive. Think positive. You know, be positive. Do things that make you happy. Hang with people that make you happy. You know what I mean? Watch movies, watch TV shows that make you happy. Don't be down in your sorrow. Don't be down in your misery. And I'm telling you, if you need guidance, that's what I'm here for. You ever feeling down? You're like, listen, I am feeling down. I need a light to shine through and to guide me into the right direction. Hit me up, okay? Hit me up. I'm here for you. Energy is everything. And of course, magic extends outside of candles. Okay? It's everything. It's walking, it's talking, it's eating, it's drinking. Simple things create simple things. Or excuse me, simple things create major things. Okay? So just be good to yourself, y'all. Be positive. Love yourself. Love people who love you. People who support you, support them right back. That's like telling y'all, those who be gifted and stuff, honey, I'm here. You reach out, listen, Mystic, I need to come out there and see you. I need a real big cleanse. Come on out here, honey. Yes, it's open for you. Come on out here, honey. I know your intentions is pure because you could have been like, bitch, I'm going to get what I'm going to get and be done, but you didn't. So, anyway, like I said, I trust you. Okay. Like you trust me, I trust you because you can send your gifts over to other people. I don't want that though. I don't want that though. I'm just saying, I'm not giving an idea, but I'm just saying I think you could send those gifts to other people if you wanted to, but you not. And even if you are, I don't give a fuck about that, bitch. You giving me my good gifts, and that's all that matters. Anyway, but yeah, y'all. Thank y'all. Be good, honey. Yes, honey. Yeah, that's a lot, honey. Be positive, be good, love yourself, honey. Love and light. Also, before I go, yes, y'all, we have not done Midnight Metanoia in 3 weeks now, y'all. Listen, this week for sure we're gonna do it. I just been so busy doing stuff, y'all. We're getting ready for, as you know, um, 3 days from now we're doing the event. Actually, 4 days from now we're gonna be doing the event. Lucky Three. We're gonna call it the Lucky 33 Charm, honey. We already have a name for it, but just to get it out, Lucky 33 Lucky Charm tea. And y'all, it's gonna be amazing. Like I said, thanks to those of you who already signed up. I'm gonna come back and do a video tomorrow because of course we're doing a little 3 thing, 3 days countdown and shit. I'll come back tomorrow with some more information. Like I said, we will be doing the Midnight Metanoia. I think I'm gonna probably do 2 of them because there's 2 cases that kind of been on my mind, and I want to get them out. Okay. So y'all be good to yourself and each other. And like I said, stay positive, y'all. Go take a bath, go for a jog, eat something good, eat something right. And that's it. Anyway, love and light, y'all. 2spiritmystic.blogspot.com, 28spirit8mystic8 at gmail.com. And of course, you will see me again very, very soon. Bye for now, everybody. And thank all of you who came on here, honestly, this late night. Yes, honey. I appreciate you all. Bye for now.